Brad, what are you still doing here? I wasn't expecting you to still be here.
You couldn't even greet me. The first thing you did was ask me questions. Anyways, good morning.
Good morning to you too. I was very surprised to still meet you at home. You would have gone job hunting by this time.
My friend, I am tired of all this. I am very tired. Everywhere I've gone to, there's no single job there. And there's nowhere I've not searched for one.
I know that. But you shouldn't give up yet. You know I cannot pay the rent alone and all other expenses. You have to find a job immediately.
I know. I am not giving up yet. It is just that I have searched everywhere, but I couldn't find a suitable job. None of this is my fault.
If that is the case then, I was reading the newspaper this morning, and I came across an ad, a job vacancy. I immediately thought about you, but I thought that you might have gone to search for a job.
Really? Where is the newspaper? Let me see the ad.
Our neighbor brought it on my way here, but he might return it. And if he doesn't, you can always get another one down the street.
What was the job about?
It was the post of a project manager for a company. I think Billard Constructions, but I'm not sure.
Yes. I've been there twice or so to check for a vacant post, but there wasn't. Once I see the advertisement, I'll definitely check it out.
You should, because we really need the pay.
By the way, why are you not at work yet?
I'm taking today off. I feel a little bit tired.
Oh, make sure you take care. And thank you for your support.
You're welcome.
Good morning, Ma.
Good morning to you too. How may I help you?
I called your desk yesterday for the newspaper ad, and you gave me an appointment for the interview today.
Okay. What is your name?
I'm Brad. Brad Demoy.
Okay, Mr. Brad. You should sit with the other individuals. You will all be called by the boss's secretary for your interview. Have a seat.
Okay. Thank you. God, I pray that your grace will follow me and you will let me find favor in their sight.
Mr. Brad Demoy.
I'm here.
You are to follow me for your interview. I won't be the one to hold your interview. My boss will be doing that himself.
Your boss? You mean the owner of the company?
Yes. It will be held upstairs. So follow me.
Okay.
Sir, the next participant is here.
Name?
Mr. Brad Demoy.
Brad? Let me see his file.
Sure, sir. Can I let him in?
Sure. You may take your leave. I'll handle the rest.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Afternoon to you too. I'm guessing you're Brad?
Yes, sir. I'm here for the interview.
Have your seat.
Thank you, sir.
So Brad, what is your full name?
My name is Brad Demoy.
And how old are you?
I'm 29 years old.
I checked your details and it states that you studied at a private university and a good one at that.
Yes, sir.
Your grades and requirements are also not disappointing, which makes you qualified for the post of a project manager in Billard Company. What are your objectives for taking in this job?
I plan on working and making the best projects and contracts in this industry and, of course, taking the company to a whole different level.
One more question. Do you still have parents?
Yes, sir. I do.
Where are your parents from?
They are both from Ondo State.
Where do they live?
They live in Lagos at our house, on the other side of Lagos.
I see.
Sir, I want to plead with you to give me the job. I really need it.
You'll have to bring your parents here tomorrow, then I'll see what I can do.
I hope there's no problem.
There's no cause for alarm. Just bring them tomorrow and I'll see if there's anything I can do for you.
Thank you, sir. I will make sure we are here tomorrow.
Make sure you set an appointment with my assistant for the time to arrive tomorrow.
I will do that, sir.
You may take your leave now.
Good morning.
Good day to you too.
I'm Brad. You gave me an appointment with the boss today, by 11 a.m.
Oh, yes. It seems he's free now. So, you can head upstairs to the first floor. You will meet his assistant, who will direct you.
Thank you so much.
What do you want?
Sir, the man you asked to bring his parents is here.
And is he here with his father and mother?
Yes, sir.
Tell him I'll be with him shortly.
Okay, sir.
Good afternoon, sir.
Mr. Brad, how is your day going?
All right, sir.
I trust you brought your parents along.
Yes, I did. They're over there.
I'd like to speak to them. Good afternoon, Ma, and good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon, young man. I heard you wanted to meet us.
Yes, I did.
Do you perhaps recognize this face?
I don't think I recognize you.
Of course you won't. If I am not mistaken, you are Mr. and Mrs. Ademoy. Yes, we are. And you lived at your rented apartment around 20 years ago.
Yes.
You lived at a rural area in Lagos. Vada to be precise. Yes, we did live there. How do you know all of this? If you must remember, you had 2 neighbors in the same apartment. My family was one of your neighbors. We lived opposite your apartment.
You mean the Willies?
Exactly. I saw your son the other day, and I recognized him immediately. Mostly because of his surname. My son, you're now all grown up. Now for the main reason I called you here. If you are called a good person, you will be proud and feel honored. That aside, I cannot give your son the job he needs.
What?
So you can now call me your son? I'm not rejecting him because he is not qualified. Your son is very qualified for this job. In fact, he even surpassed the quota to meet. His CV looks nice, he dresses well. He's humble and his interview went well. But I cannot give him the job because of you, his parents. You have ruined his chances because of what you did in the past.
My son, what have we done wrong?
You as his mother are not at fault. You remember how we used to thrive and suffer? We would come to beg from your place when we had nothing to eat. You would try to give us food when you could, but your husband would refuse. He would tell us to leave and go to strive outside. There was this particular day, it was raining and we had nothing to eat. We came over to your place, and Mrs. Ademoy was about to give us some food. You, Mr. Ademoy, told her to return the food. My sick sister almost died if not for...
Good evening, Ma.
Good evening to you. Why don't you come in?
There is no need. I can wait here since it's already late and I know your husband will be home. He might not want visitors in his house this late.
It's all right. What brings you here this evening?
Oh, it's nothing much. I wanted to ask you for something.
You know you can ask me for anything.
I was wondering if you could give me some food for my children. Even if you cannot give for me, I will appreciate it if you can just give me some for my children.
I hope all is well.
You know how my husband has been struggling to find work. He has been stranded since last week. Ever since he lost his job, he has not been able to feed us. I would have come to you sooner, but I thought we could manage. But now, my daughter is sick and needs to eat.
I'm very sorry about that. Let me go in and see what I can do.
Thank you so much.
Don't wait outside. Come in.
Okay.
Who was at the door?
It was our neighbor's wife. She needed our help, so I told her to come in. You can come in now.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening to you too. What does she want?
She needed some food for her children. She said they had nothing to eat, and you know the situation of her husband's employment.
Yes, sir. My daughter is a little bit sick and she needs some food to take her medicine. There's nobody to help me by this time of the day, which was why I came over here. If you could just give me a little bit of food for my children, I'd really appreciate it.
Don't worry, I'll get you something from our kitchen.
Thank you so much, Ma.
What do you think you're doing? How dare you bring a beggar to my house this evening? What if she steals something?
You know she's our neighbor. Must you be so rude? She just needed some help.
So you want to give my own food that I've worked for to someone else? If they wanted to eat, they should have worked just like I do.
Sir, please. Don't be so harsh on us and pity us.
Are you still here? I said get out this instant. You can find something to do before it gets dark to make money and feed your children. Stop disturbing me. Now get out of my house before I get angry. Nonsense.
You don't have to shout at her like that. I'll take her outside.
Better.
I'm very sorry for the way he treated you. Please don't be annoyed.
It's okay.
You know what?
What?
You know the store down the street? You can get anything on credit there. So maybe you should try it.
I'll go there. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Our other neighbor. How do you expect me to pay your wickedness with goodness? Which is why I decided to deny your son the opportunity to work here. Don't do this, my son.
Please forgive us. My son really needs this job. You know he's just like a brother to you. At least do it for me.
Please forgive me. It was a mistake. I promise you that I have changed and I do not do such anymore. Please listen to us and forgive me. Please give him the job. I do not have anything to say to you again. So I want you to leave my premises.
Sir, I'm begging you. Don't punish me because of my parents' mistake. Please, I really need this job.
Wait! Don't leave yet. I will give your son the job. Not because you deserve it, but because I don't want him to suffer because of your mistakes. I already told my assistant to prepare his employment letter yesterday because I didn't want to repay evil with evil. He can resume work tomorrow.
Thank you so much, sir. I really appreciate it. Thank you, sir, for giving me this opportunity.
Thank you so much, my son.
Thank you so much for everything. You are an angel. Your single coatee welcome.